Haere mai, Taureans. Happy birthday. Welcome to your birthday astrology tarot reading. So we'll do a few different cards. We'll use this beautiful goddess deck, and then we will do a 3-month overview and one of the higher vibrational energy cards at the end for you. Now, I'll just move these aside. I've brought in these 3 interesting little gemstones in the corner. This is celestite, the beautiful blue angelic connecting stone. This is kyanite, which I have taken a real shining to lately. It's a gorgeous blue stone with quite magical properties. Interestingly enough, it's the zodiac sign that it balances with is Taurus. And this particular one here, mesmerizing stone, is a green cat's eye stone. Now I'll put the meanings beneath the video for you to upload and read as well, but they have quite good healing properties as well as protective energy properties. The kyanite is good for meditation, and it won't retain negative vibrations. It aligns with all of your chakras, helping to get your body balanced and moving and have energy gently flowing through the physical body. It has a calming effect on the whole being, and it brings about tranquility in situations and including yourself and your emotions. It drives away anger, frustration, confusion and stress, and helps to provide a capacity for linear and logical thought. It stimulates energy, encourages the perseverance in and support of activities and situations which would normally reduce one's strength. So I think for the March reading, we're going to be offering you facilitation of your strength, and of course Taureans as the bull, it's something that we all think of you as having great strength, but if you lose any of that strength, I guess it can dissipate very quickly. So let's see, Taureans, what are the goddess energy cards going to deliver you for your birthday reading? Maeve, cycles and rhythms. Matt, fairness. Bridget, don't back down. Okay, Taureans, let's start at the beginning with these beautiful gemstones sitting under her. Cycles and rhythms. Honour the cycles of your body, energy levels and emotions. And it's interesting how I was just talking about how this particular stone, the kyanite, can bring about balancing and energy. You know, as we move into the cycle of our birthday, each of us that has our own individual birthday, we actually reignite the reason that we're here. And sometimes birthday energies can be quite profound, and you can work through subconscious matters and other plane matters or spiritual energy issues as well, and you can sometimes feel them confronting or unsure. You know, you might start, your birthday might be tomorrow for instance, and you might wake up the next day and sort of feel this, oh, I feel like I'm on a change, or I feel like I'm ready for something new, or to embark on a new idea or paradigm or situation. And this often occurs around the time we're born, because we choose this time to come into life for very significant reasons. And I do say to people, celebrate your birthday. You know, take time aside during the day and give thanks and honour the special day, because this is really, it defines who you are. You chose to come into the world on this day for whatever reason. And it's where we learn, and it's all about the cycles and rhythms of our life. And the birthdays are profoundly important. And remember too that we have had 2 big eclipses in the month of March and April, and they will have effects on some people more than others, and the effects will roll on for quite a few months, and we can feel them, as I say, at these subconscious levels, the physical, the emotional and the spiritual levels. And to add to that, we have quite heavy astrological patterns that we're all dealing with as well. So we notice lots of change on the planet around us, and change at all of the levels I have just mentioned. So there's no escaping confronting cycles, because they are turning and the wheels seem to be turning faster, and a lot of us face more issues more frequently than we have in the past, and even with more difficult ties that seem to be convolutions within the cycles. So this is all about bringing support in for you, and claiming that beautiful natural energy and support that's there. If there is anything you wish to address, to work through, to move on from, or to balance in your life, these are lovely energies to call on to bring that into the situations. Some of the particular words from the little booklet that come with the goddess cards for Maeve are very beautiful, so I'll read them out for you. All of life is cyclical, the moon, the stars, and the very universe. Life inhales and then exhales again, so why should you be surprised or upset that you too have cycles? There are times when you feel energized, awake and alive, and there are other times when you feel isolated and shy. Your body too goes through pronounced cycles and changes. Celebrate these rhythms and embrace them as the essence of your lifeblood that courses through you. In other words, it's part of who you are, these changes. And Maeve can hint to female gynecological changes as well, so there could be some of that around for some of you who are female. It also, she talks about if you are going through emotional cycles, to just embrace them, go with the flow, and see if there isn't some way of bringing yourself back in alignment again, which is what we talk about here, the chakra balancing. And a little bit of, she also says take time off if you need to for any overstress or grief. She was a Celtic, or Celtic, I never know quite which way to say that, goddess who celebrates her femininity, so she's very much about the female physical form. Her sexual appetite is legendary, and she has been said to favour kings as her lovers. So she can be very much about menstrual cycles as well, so there may be some of you coming into periods of puberty or cycles where you are, possibly even seeking to get momentum or patterns within a cycle for fertility reasons. So call on some of these energies that are here for you. Now Matt, she's about fairness, and it says this situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So if any of you are going through any processes that need mediation, or are going through like a formal process with court or documentation, and it could be regards anything, it will be sorted out in a fair and just manner, and to put that out to the universe and allow yourself to be removed from it, so that your particular desired outcome is not blocking the overall outcome. If we read some of the words from Matt, they're very specific. Let me suggest another definition for fairness. It is when all parties involved surrender their personal agendas in favour of the greater good for the entirety of a group. This requires, I'll just move out of the, stop the sunlight there. This requires trust in the wisdom of the whole. When it comes to matters of disputes, the attacks are based on fears that you may not receive your share. Yet attacks amplify the hurt and pain that caused the dispute in the first place. Why not surrender your attachment to a specific outcome, and instead direct your holy will towards the resolution of the argument? Hold a firm vision of a peaceful outcome, and let the pieces fall into place in a harmonious manner. So, yeah, I mean, maybe for May, because this is coming, of course, from mid-April through to mid-May, maybe there are just some more global astrological patterns that could be a bit bouncy, a bit with some glitches in them. So if any of these situations arrive, you've got some lovely messages here to help you get through them, work through your own personal cycles, and work through any situations that crop up. So if we come to Bridget, it's interesting, isn't it? It says to be fair, and it also says to don't back down, to stand up for what you believe in is right. So I think that's important, to retain your strength and your Taurian strength, which is usually very grounded and fair, you know, as in fairly based, and fairness. But if we allow ourselves to get caught in this desire of having our outcome being the just one and the only one that is right, that's when we lose the ability to understand what fairness is. So I think it's important to, you know, hold your ground, but allow that energy of Matt to come in and create fairness for the whole process to be sorted through. Quite a strong feeling behind your message there, Taurians, just about knowing that there's support for you at all sorts of levels. If you look, and you'll find support, you'll find inner strength, you'll find group support, and you'll find balance. But I think you have to do the looking for the month ahead. So let's take a look now at what's in store for you. Just 3 cards from the tarot deck. What's in store, 1 card for each month, and this will be from now, so from mid-April to mid-May, then the 2nd card from mid-May to mid-June, and then the 3rd card from June to July. So let's see what comes up for you, Taurians. The 7 of Swords, the Empress, and the 10 of Cups. Okay, so we see right now we begin with the 7 of Swords. It's an interesting card because it shows a bit of duplicity, and that's duplicity in its meaning, as well as the thoughts and energies that could be the outcomes of the card. We see this chap rather stealthily heading away from perhaps people or situations or a group or an event, and with it he's grabbing these 5 swords, but they're divided across him, and he's looking back. So even though he's running forward, he's looking back at something. So there's this feeling that he almost feels as though he's achieved something, but is it what he wants? Because he turns his back to look back, and he's sort of going, should I be doing this? Or am I doing it the right way? Or is there something behind that I have forgotten? And there is. There's 2 swords still standing in the ground. So he's confronted by his thoughts and his actions. And he's also wondering about, is it the right way forward? So that's why I say there's this duplicity. And there's also the fact that the swords are separated here. He literally could still be making a decision as to which way to go. It's as if we don't fully know the answer to this card. It's got a lot of hidden energy. It has a lovely yellow background disposition which flows into this card right next to it. And he's looking back at her. So whether or not there's some sort of moving away from a relationship or an energy like that, or some parting of the way, or disharmony associated with a person who could represent this energy. And often she's an earth energy like yourself, and she's fertility and happiness and cycles. You've got this whole cyclic feeling coming in again, because she is the energy of female fertility and cycles and woman's issues. So there's definitely, the cards are all aligning somewhere. There's a message in here for you. You're running away from this, but you're looking back at it. So this could be someone in your life who offers these types of feelings or energies, or it could be yourself, and you're running from a part of you, thinking, God, I want change, but do I really? Or am I leaving something on the right terms? The fact that it has a yellow background makes me think of thought too, so much to do with your mind and your thinking, your clarity, your questioning certain things. And it could be a time, you know, that whole birthday time where you question some stuff that's going on in your life. So I think the message is take the time to consider what it is you're doing. And also, if there are people around you who you feel may not be acting in their best towards you or your goals or your desires, just be cautious around them, and don't listen to everything that's being said either, because some things are not necessarily true. Think for yourself and take heed of your gut instincts. That's another message. So that was the first card from now till mid-April. So from mid-May to mid-June, we have this 3 number, the Empress. And I've talked about her and the energy she offers. So there could be a time of fertility coming up for you. This is greatness and satisfaction of life, and the feeling of harmony and love, and just being sated really, and finding pleasure. It can also be a time of socializing and interaction with others and listening, being a person who is able to listen and offer support for others as well. Or this person may be around you. You may come back and find some sort of satisfaction with this person. And then we come to the end of your 3-card reading, and we see the beautiful 10 of Cups. The rainbow sitting in the sky. It's like everybody's wish, the dream of happiness, family happiness, children, bonding. You know, that look at their arms just up, and they're saying, oh, this is just beautiful, harmony, place to be. Either you've got there by walking the long roads and finding this beautiful happiness and satisfaction at the heart level, so it could be heart chakra balancing, it could be love energy, and that's not just romantic love, it's love for life. You know, it's passion and beauty, seeing the beauty in what's around you, especially the physical beauty of the planet and where you live, and the people that you embrace life with, and the sights that you see, and everything, your health, harmony, finances, all feel positive and bountiful when this card arrives. So it feels as though you might start off a little bit shaky in the beginning, and as the months roll through you get this balancing up and this almost appreciation from your own end about the fact that your life is beautiful and has this offerings in it that maybe at the beginning you weren't looking at, or you were running from for some reason. But you seem to come to terms with it and rebalance and reconnect. And it takes time to work through for everyone. You know, we all have times where we need to work through things. But it's a nice place to end up with this over here. And sometimes you may end up here after you have worked through things, like you have made choices or changes and balanced certain things in your life. Okay, Taureans, let's move on to the final part of your reading, and we'll see what these particular high-end energies have to offer in the way of message. And I might even just spread them out. Keep them going. It's this one. Metatron Miracles. Beautiful energy. Metatron can be such a profound deliverer at times when you really need something. He's strong, he's got amazing strength, and he does, interestingly enough, work with younger people too. Even though there's this picture of the baby here, he does work with younger energies as well. So he can be really beneficial in bonding families back together and supporting youth and their energies and changes that they go through. And he could be, we talked about fertility and cycles in your reading, and there could be a time of new life coming, new physical life as in a baby, as well as just new beginnings. It seems as though there are so many new beginnings at a lot of different levels on the planet for people. and countries and ideas and philosophies and religions and belief systems. It's like we're evolving into a whole new state of being. And miracles, everyone wants a miracle. And it's kind of like your reading ended up with that, you know, the progression through the cards into that gorgeous space. And it's almost like that's what's coming. It comes to you through the white crystal energy, which comes in through your mind. So it is about your thoughts, and perhaps it will arrive to you through some thought or process along those lines. So that's a beautiful ending there, Taureans, to your reading. And I wish you all the very, very best for your birthday month, and happy celebrations. Enjoy them, because life is such a gift. Every day we have here living is a true treasure, a miracle. Peace and kia kaha to you all. Namaste.